Hey y'all, welcome to the live. Hey, cool game with family Mackie, bro. What's up? What's up? What's up? Atta baby. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What y'all doing on this Wednesday? How y'all doing and what y'all doing? Y'all being good? I got three fellas in here. Y'all doing good? I hope y'all doing good. It's a beautiful Wednesday. My bro, family Mackie, my bro, Atta baby, Tech, cool gamer, boots, flaws, and stuff. Welcome to the live, sis. How you doing? How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. It's Wednesday, y'all. It's hump day. It's almost Thursday. And you know when Thursday comes, what we do? What we do? It's the weekend. Y'all, every time there's a holiday on a Monday, the week seems to go by a little bit faster. Yeah, every time there's a holiday on a Monday, the week goes by. Well, it seems to go by just a little bit faster. Yep. Doing great, Addie baby. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, Boo says happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. Boots, what are you up to? I have to catch your video. I was at work and I saw that you dropped the video, so I gotta go check it out. In fact, I probably can watch it on my phone since I'm on my laptop. We just over. Yep, we just over the hump. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Girl just got off, and I'm talking about the work week going by fast. It is. It's kind of like that. When Labor Day, and like I said, in a holiday that's on a Monday, it seems like the week creeps by you before you know it. Oh yeah, yeah. I see. You know what, Boots? I think I've just automatically read it the right way. Ain't that something? Sometimes I get tongue twisted, and when it's written a little bit off or wrong, we said, look, our minds read it right. The mind, see, look how awesome that is. I didn't even catch that until you said I meant got over. So yeah, y'all, it's been a. I hope everybody had a nice Memorial Day. If you celebrated it or not, if you were off work, you got you an extra day off work. You have a 3-day weekend, and it's now hump day already. Hey, it's the weekend preview. Thank you, Ada Baby. Thank you for sharing me out, bro. I appreciate you. I dearly, dearly appreciate you for always supporting me. Thank you. Thanks for sharing me out. You always, always support me. All of us, we always support each other, and that's good. That's good. Y'all check out Ada Baby. Check out Boots, Flaws, and stuff. Um, Family Mackie. Family Mackie might be gone, y'all. My bro be on the move, but he does come through and he does support, and I love him for that. Cool Gamer comes and supports. Y'all check out everybody in this chat. Everybody in this chat needs support, deserves support, we all want to grow. We all want to grow. Doesn't matter what you in this for. If it's for fun, if it's for money, if it's for networking, everybody wants to grow. Everybody. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I came on here because I'm about to exercise in a little while, y'all. Yep. So when I go to work early, I exercise late. So I'm about to exercise, y'all. Yes, you dropping another video in the morning, Ada baby. It's hot in here, y'all. It's hot. This house is hot. I just got off. I should have left the AC on. I turned it all the way off. And people always tell me you should leave it on. It takes so much to turn it off. When you turn it off, it takes so much to turn it on. And I'm like, I don't want it running. If we're not home, I don't want it running. We'll cool off. Look, we can sit in the car for like 5 minutes and give the house time to cool off. It'll cool off. Yeah, but hey, I'm gonna have to yeah. Turn this on now because it's hot in here. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, I have not eaten. Oh my gosh, since what, lunch? Have not eaten since lunch. I have me some green tomatoes. You can't share me out. I don't know, Book. I don't. Girl, you know they be tripping. They be tripping. I'm on here. I can't. Sonya. I'm sure you probably seen Sonya in the chats. She. I can't even. She can comment on my She can comment on my videos, and she can come into my live. But when she leaves a comment on my videos, I can't like it. I can't heart it. And if I do, it'll say an error occurred and it'll take it away. I made her a mod and they still hadn't corrected it. She's not blocked in my Google contacts. She's not blocked on YouTube. I don't know what it is. And now you're saying you can't share me out. Girl, I don't know. Is that a part of the hindering? Does that are they trying to hinder folks? They need to stop this. It is. It's like because I know that people say sometimes they mark certain comments as spam. But so my thing is though is if it marks it as spam, does that just automatically block the person from communicating with you? Like because she comment, I just can't respond to her. I appreciate that, Boots. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I everybody tells me to do like a 30-minute notification saying that I'm going to go live, but I do it sometimes, but a lot of times I just don't know. When I'm going live, it's like I can have it on my mind to say, okay, I'm going live in an hour or two. And if I get busy or something comes up, next thing you know, you got it. Thanks, sis. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe it was just a glitch. But I try to set a 30-minute notification letting everybody know. But and I won't even say I forget, but it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, I'm cooking or I'm in the store or you're just doing something. And then next thing you know, 30 minutes to an hour have passed, and a 30 minutes to an hour has passed, and it's like you just want to go ahead and go live. So I just do it, just jump on here at the spur, and I just hope somebody catches me. Thank you, Etta Baby. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for being in my chat because it's kind of hard, even when you do set a notification, letting people know you're going to go live. We all trying to, we're all, y'all, we're all trying to go live. We're all trying to have people in our chat. So sometimes we just end up live at the same time, and sometimes you just can't do it. Thank you so much, bro. Yes, because sometimes things come up, and then it's like you don't want to go live when you start seeing that a lot of traffic is on you. YT, you don't want to go live because a lot of times, well, pretty much all of us share subscribers, so you don't want to go live when somebody else is live, and then but maybe that's okay because you can multitask in YT. I can come to your live booth, and then if Adebebe is live, I can go in and chat with him. So I guess it's not a big issue. So I guess that's one reason I don't really set a notification because you get busy and stuff comes up. And the next thing you know, if you set it for 8 o'clock, it's like 7:50, 8:15. And so I just go live. I'm glad you caught me too. I am, and I appreciate you being in here. Y'all, so this is Wednesday, and I have something for every day of the week. I don't go live every day of the week, but I do have like when I do go live, I it's magnificent magic, manic Monday, talk to me Tuesday, what would you do Wednesday, or what did you do Wednesday, thankful thoughtful Thursday. So I just have something free for all Friday. I just try to give us something to talk about. But I titled it like that so that you guys can give me something to talk about too. And on the weekends, I just wing it. But it's all fun, y'all. It's all fun. It's all good. I just realized, like, you can go live at the same time your YT peers or friends or buddies are live and just check each other out. Just like I said, I can come check you out. And if say Tennessee Michelle is live, I can go and spend a few minutes in her live and then come back. So it all works out. We're all here for the same reason. We're trying to grow, but I try not to go live. Now, if I see somebody is live, then I'll wait until until they end. And if they're having a long live, then I'll wait till like they're maybe hour or two in, because we got to share the day. It's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. We got to share the day. Let's see. But you can't not go live because someone else is live. Right. Then you'll never go live. Book. So that's exactly right. You're exactly right. That's it. And so that's why I'm thinking mature people understand if they see that you're live and you've gone live while they're live. Mature people understand that because, like I said, it's 24 hours a day, it's 7 days a week. If you wait, you'll never be able to go live. Hey, Alice, welcome to the live. How you doing? Hey, Alice. You're right, Book. You'll never go live. Book, I need to go to Dollar Tree. I need to go to Dollar Tree so bad. And there's nothing really there in particular that I need. But y'all, who enjoys Dollar Tree? I love going to Dollar Tree. It's just like it's almost like a kid's to me, it's like an adult toy store. You can find something in there for your kitchen. You can find snacks, and well, it's dollar. I guess it's still Dollar Tree, even though it's $1.25 in most places. I guess it's still Dollar Tree. But you know what? With the way everything is going up now, I don't mind paying $1.25. I don't mind paying $1.25. Now, that being said, that company, Dollar Tree, is not hurting for anything. So I would hope that they give raises or something. I hope their employees have gotten recent raises, or I hope their starting pay has gone up. Because y'all, that quarter, 25 cents can go a long, long way when you're a multi-million, billion-dollar company making multi-millions and billions of dollars a year. Yes, but I love the Dollar Tree. I love Family Dollar, which I think Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar now. I love I'll go into a thrift store sometimes. Yeah, sometimes when you go into the thrift store, at first I would not go into thrift stores. And nothing knocking them or nothing against them, but I just thought like that there was just a lot of used clothing. Now I would go into the thrift stores to buy certain types of appliances, but yeah, sometimes you can find brand new items in the thrift store. Yes, they need to change the name to 125 store. Yep, they do, because that's exactly what it is. Right. I hope they did give them. You're right. More money. They have families. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what, y'all? During the major part of yes, Boot Dollar General. Yes, I love Dollar General too. I probably it's neck and neck. Dollar General and Dollar Tree is neck and neck. See, in Dollar General, it's pretty. I don't know. You know how things are so similar, but then they do have like what is it? The vibe, I guess. When you walk into Dollar Tree, um, it's just like everything hits you. Whatever season it is, they are sure like Memorial Day. They had red, white, and blue right there hitting you. And then they had Easter. When Easter, whatever holiday it is, it hits you in the face as soon as you walk into Dollar Tree. And then you got your beverages right there, you know. And with Dollar General, you walk in, it's kind of some Dollar Generals are set up a little bit different, but for the most part, most Dollar Trees are set up really, really similar. So it's like Dollar Tree, they'll have the cookware to the left. They'll have like school supplies and stuff like that straight ahead, and sometimes to the right, especially when it's back to school. So I just love Dollar Tree. You find any and everything in there. You can decorate, you can create, you can do it your own DIY, do it yourself, DIY things you have. So you got a lot of stuff. Hey, Sonya, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. And with Dollar General, I can kind of go straight to what I want. See, Dollar General, the things in Dollar General, they catch my attention, but I stay focused in Dollar General. Y'all, when I'm in Dollar Tree, I'm all over the place. But when I'm in Dollar General, I'm focused. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all see that? Now I call somebody and it's like I called them, I missed their call. I called them 2 minutes after they called me and they couldn't answer the phone. Well, they're at work, but she but it's just funny how when you miss a call and you call somebody right back and they can't get your call. And then as soon as you get busy, they call you right back. Hey Sonya, welcome to the live, sis. Welcome to the live. Sonya says, hey BT and everyone in the chat. So I'm just on here trying to see what's up. It's hump day. Hope y'all are making it through the week really well. I hope everybody had a nice Memorial Day. I hope your week is going great. I hope you have a great weekend. But it's like in Dollar General, I'm a little bit more focused, I guess, because so much doesn't hit me at once. When I go into Dollar Tree, like I said, you got the cookware over here, you got the snacks right there, you got hair, health, and beauty aid stuff right here. You got whatever holiday it is right there when you hit the door. Sometimes you have plates, cups, glass. You know, they just Dollar Tree throws it at you at the door. The way the store sets up, you can see like everything. And when I walk in, 9 times out of 10, I walk in headed to something that I wasn't there for. Book says, hey, Sonya. Hey, large boy, how are you? How you doing? Welcome to the live. Alice says, hey, large boy. Y'all, please thumbs up the live. Share it out if you can. I appreciate Atabebe Tech. I appreciate Boots Flowers and stuff for sharing out my live because they can. Y'all, we're all trying to grow together, love, and like one another. Y'all check them out. I am Alice has a channel. Check her out. Large boy has a channel. Check him out. Everybody in this chat has a channel. Sonya has a channel because I guess we all have to have a channel, but she doesn't create content. But Sonya has a lot of subscribers. So we're hoping that we get Sonya started with content. We're hoping we get her started. Virtual hugs. Hi, guys. Virtual hugs. Thank you, Large Boy. Everybody, hey, we sending Large Boy virtual hugs. Virtual hugs. Our friend over in Canada. Over in Canada. Well, y'all, since I do have a few people in the chat, and this is What Would You Do Wednesday, I have a situation I want to talk to y'all about. I don't know if anybody saw the Monique and DL Hughley situation. I want you guys to tell me, what would you do? Now, from my understanding, it seems that both of them were supposed to be headliners, and both of them wanted to be headliners. But as you know, the headliner is the star of the show, typically, and the headliner goes last. So, what would you do if you were and a fellow comedian? And y'all, what makes it so puts a lot more juice into it is that you get into the male female aspect, you get into how are females treated in comedy, and you get into both of them having strong personalities, both of them being well known, and both of them having egos. You know, and having an ego is not a bad thing. Having an ego becomes a bad thing when you're over the top with it. So some people say that it's always somebody with Monique. Okay. Other people say, well, DL has his ways as well. So maybe these are people who know him more. So what do you think? Like, how would you handle that? Two big name comedians, and then they start hurling insults. Oh, now the insult part, and I screenshot a couple of things because it's like the insult part, even though they're comedians, this was serious, you know. They talked about flyers. They talked about contracts, who had contracts, who didn't have contracts. So how would you guys handle that if you're both supposed to be headliners? And when it's time, you have one comedian saying if she goes on, if she's the headliner, he's not performing. And you have her saying she has the contract. So basically, I guess he was told his people were told that he would be headliners, but maybe they didn't get it in writing. And you know how it is. This is 2022. You get everything in writing, especially when you're that successful. Hey, Spiky, how you doing, Spiky? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, Spiky. What it do? Welcome do what it do. Welcome, Captain Spiky, to the live, y'all. So, Boog, Alice, Large Boy, Spiky, Sonya, what would y'all do? Would you have gone back and forth like that? I think we have gotten away from handling things behind the scenes from people who are just, people in your day-to-day life. They take it to Facebook, they take it to Twitter, they take it to YT. They always, it seems like, people, when they're on Facebook, they say they give these little subliminals. They want their friend or their frenemies, people that they're obviously friends with on the app, to see it, because they don't want to just put a name on it. Okay, so they make subliminals. And if you see it, especially if they make it public, then you pretty much know who or what they're talking about. So most people are like, put a name on it though. So it's just from people who are just day-to-day people in, real life, everyday people, to people on these social media apps, to now celebrities. And it seems like when you have celebrities like that, they could come to a mutual understanding. But I guess when you're right there and you're in the heat of the moment and they're saying who's going to headline, it pops off. And what's going on with these comedians, y'all? What's going on with the comedians? We got comedians thinking Chris Rock is the comedian. Will Smith has his comedic moments. So you got comedians thinking they can put their hands on people. You got comedians, I guess, not knowing when a joke is too much or is too far. I guess some people would say that's the thing for Chris Rock. It was just a little too much. They have a back history. Most humans have a history. It's just like at your job. Most people that you work with, if you worked at their job for at least 6 months, you've developed a history with them. So Monique says that everybody's talking about it's always Monique, it's always Monique. But DL has a history of having being a little mouthy too. And I've heard that before. Book says, was it a legal contract or just word of mouth? From my understanding, DL's part was word of mouth. And Monique is saying she has a contract. So, and now DL went by the flyer as well. I saw where on Instagram he made mention of having the flyer. I guess he went by like, I'm the bigger picture on the flyer. But I could take that. He was the bigger picture. But then it had Monique kind of like bam right there. And the two people who were kind of coming out at the event, they were smaller and like kind of in the corner or at the bottom of the flyer. And even though DL's picture was bigger, Monique, I just feel like they kind of pushed her in front because she was like, I don't know, his picture was bigger and she was to the side and her picture wasn't as big, but it was almost kind of like bam, kind of there. So how do you handle that as a comedian, as seasoned comedians? Both of them are over 50 years old, and like people say, with Monique, it's been several other people that she's had issues with, but hers have been public. So it's easy for DL to take that shot. Like, when is it not you, Monique? But I've heard too that DL, has had issues. He can be a little mouthy and he can be his ego can kind of get in the way. So how would you guys have handled that situation, knowing that you're two big names, you both been out here, you both been on your grind for years, you're both well established, you're both well known. So you both have the energy to be headliners. You have both been headliners. So how do you handle that? Hey, Sugar Daddy One Williams, welcome to the live, y'all. Hey, Triple Headed Goddess, hey there, welcome to the live. Welcome. Triple Headed, you're a comedian. So how do you handle that? How do you handle being the headliner and then there's someone else there who thinks they're the headliner? My thing is, it doesn't matter who's on. And then the tickets, I don't know. I guess the ticket said featuring DL Hughley and Monique. The poster said featuring DL Hughley and Monique. I think he went by the fact that his name was first. So he's the headliner. Monique went by the fact that you didn't turn your contract in, and we did, and the contract says that she's the headliner. So I think Monique was feeling like, I don't care whose name is first. We have a contract, and I guess from my understanding, he didn't have a contract because she has a contract, I guess, that she can present or that says that she's the headliner. So y'all, what do you do? And it's not even that situation. Like, what do you do in life when it's a situation like that? Why can't we handle things behind closed doors more? Even though that happened at the spur of the moment, why can't we handle things more behind closed doors? Or why couldn't one of them have said, I heard Ricky Smiley talk about it. He said that there are lots of times when you have a lineup that's full of headliners, and you may have one person that wants to go first not because they think they're better or anything like that, but they have another event, or they just want to get out of there, or they just, for whatever reason, you have somebody who wants to go last. So, and then it could be time, it could be anything, y'all. It's maybe not to them, but to me, it sounds so elementary right now, so a headliner, of course, feels like they're the star. But what happens when you have comedians who all comedians are headliners? All comedians are headliner worthy. And I take it like Ricky Smiley. See, Ricky Smiley's from the South. It's just like, you know what? Let's cut this bullshit. If you're headlining, if you're going first, second, third, fourth, or fifth, the fourth person needs to go first and get out of there. Can we not just, hey, even at the spur of the moment, like, can I go first? You're all seasoned. Everybody know every single one of you. Can you imagine a Mike Epps being in that situation with them? Imagine Mike Epps, Cat Williams, comedian, Monique, D.L. Hughley. Woo, gosh. But Ricky Smiley, I think he said it best. You have a lineup of comedian headliners. Can we not work this out? Because y'all, they got personal. So my thing is, I know, what's up, comedian L. Hendricks? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you're in the building. I'm at the studio working, sis, popping in to say, what's good? What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? People not private no more. Shaking my head. I know, Triple. I know. And that's awful. It's awful because a lot of times people are so willing to fall out over the smallest of things. Be Sugar 100's in the live. Thank you, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, sis, and everyone in the chat. Book says, I think they both could have handled it behind the scenes. Right, Book. And I think even if you felt like you should have been the headliner, I mean, come on, we got so much going on. Like I said, in your real life, you got people making subliminals on Facebook, Twitter, people who you real deal know. Then you get on social media, people going at it. And it's always, I can't say it, I don't care who gets mad. It's always our people that do it the worst. It's almost like my ego got to match your ego, but my ego got to be bigger than your ego. It's like Ricky Smiley. I'm with Ricky Smiley. Like, handle this shit behind closed doors. We've been in this situation before where we've been 3 or 4 headliner quality comedians doing a show. If one needs to go and he's the headliner, maybe he needs to go first. Hey, anybody want to swap places with me? And if you got a situation where nobody wants to swap places, then what do? I think in this situation, they both could have handled it better. If DL doesn't have the contract and Monique has it in paper, then DL, it doesn't matter if you're first on the ticket. It doesn't matter if you're biggest on the poster. If you didn't get it in writing and she did, brother, this 2022, like Monique's husband say, we ain't doing no handshakes on a deal in the wind. We're doing contracts. So, hey, Brian Lynn, how you doing? So what do? Like, I know what I don't do. I don't handle the business, because she did kind of go in on the stage. Now, I saw her portion, but he went in as far as what I saw on Instagram. So some of y'all may know a little bit more about this. Tell me what y'all know about it, and tell me how would you handle it. Hey, Rock Just Living, sis, thank you. Welcome to VT's live broadcast. Please thumbs up the live, y'all. It don't cost a thing. Do it. Thanks for any donations to support the channel. $sign VT5. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody in this live on this What Would You Do Wednesday. What would you do? What would you have done? Book speaking to Rock Just Living and Be Sugar. Hey, Sugar Daddy One Williams. Books, Rock speaking of Book. There's level to this. Yeah, it is. There are levels to it, but then you got two big heads like that clashing. What do you do? Like, what do you do? See, Age Book says, "Hey." B Sugar says, "Hey, Book. Hey, Brian. How are you? Everybody speaking to everybody. So, what would y'all do? You got two headliners. So that's why I do feel like Monique said the paperwork is crucial. When you have two big names like that, the paperwork is crucial. But is it really worth it to tear each other up publicly behind one show in Detroit? I think 1059 hosted the show in Detroit. And I'm surprised I hadn't heard more about it. I heard about it like la- late last night or early this morning. It was kind of that we more of the hour thing. Like Rock says, "Hey, B Sugar." B Sugar says, "Hey, Rock." Book speaking to Brian. "Hey, Brian Lynn, how are you?" So what do you do as adults? What can we do to be better, y'all? Because it's like everything is becoming public. It's like everybody wants everything to be public. Like I said, on Facebook, people get on there and make subliminals. Call, call the name out. If you're going to go public like that, don't make a subliminal. Call the name out. Because when you start making subliminals, it just gets worse. You get madder, you get more upset. Brian says, "Hey, boo." Comedian El Henry says he's speaking to everybody. He's missed you. He's sorry. He's back in the bushes. Okay, bro. He's back in the bushes. He's working. Everybody's still speaking to everybody. So, guys, what do? You got two big names. Both of them are on the ticket. DL is going by the fact I think that his picture was bigger and that his name came first. And I don't know. Maybe they could have done that better. Maybe they reached out to both of them. Maybe they got a confirmation from both of them, and maybe they felt like they thought they would get the paperwork or the contract back from DL first, and they didn't. They got it from Monique first. So when the show happens, Monique's the headliner. So, like I said, you got a whole lot of stuff that goes into this argument because then you get Monique feeling like, here they go again, effing with me again. He knows my history. So is he making another play on me so that he can make me look like the bad guy again? Because like I said, now I've heard some things about DL too. He has his ways. So you got a woman's ego, you got a male's ego, you got a woman with public history with rich people, famous people, people in the business. You got a male who has a history of some stuff too that she put on the table. I'm not going to even talk about the things that she said about him. I'm not going to talk about the things that they said about each other because I don't know for a fact. But Monique came kind of hard, and Vivica Fox had something to say about it. A lot of people had something to say about it. So I'm not going to talk about the things that they said about each other personally, but I will say, why does it always have to be public? And why does it always have to be low blow? Why does it always have to resort to low blows? Whether it's true or not, why, whether some people say it's a low blow, it's an insult. Whether it's true or not, why does it have to result in low blows? Why does it have to be so public? And why does then when it all hits the fan, then people got to come out and make statements, whether they're standing on what they said or whether they're apologizing. And then it gives us something to talk about. Yes, Rock. Yes, it's 9 people in this live. Thumbs up the live. It's just a like. It helps with the algorithm. It's just a like. Share it out if you can. I appreciate it. It ain't no mess over here. It ain't no drama over here. We just having discussions. This is a channel of discussions. So tell me what y'all think. If somebody wants to come up and tell me what they think, they can do that. I'll drop the link. Otherwise, we can chat and I'll look at the comments. But tell me, what do you do? Because this is becoming a big, big problem. And what's going on again with these comedians? You got comedians going a little bit too far. You got comedians putting hands on people. Then you got comedians who can't settle a dispute behind the curtain. They got to bring it to the stage, and then it becomes public. And then people, of course, are going to choose sides. Now, I can like who I like, and but if they're wrong, I'm going to say they're wrong. If I feel like they're wrong, because right is right and wrong is wrong. Spiky says, "I'll watch the replay. I got to go back to work." Okay, Spiky, have a good day at work, Spiky. Be good, Spiky. Be good at work. Go make that money, sis. Hey, welcome to the live, Guy Nollywood. Guy Nollywood says, "Hey, FBT, welcome. Everybody in this chat, please remember to thumbs up the video, hit the like, please share it out if you can. Support each other, support me, I support y'all. I have to Come back and watch everybody's video, but everybody here has a channel. Everybody can support everybody. If you see that your friend is live, go check in on your friend and come back to your other friend. Y'all, like me and Book was saying, it's 24 hours in a day. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Some of us are going to go live at the same time. Now, what I don't do is I don't announce that somebody else is live. But if I see that they go live, yes, you may see me in your live, and then within 30 seconds, I may be in somebody else's live because I'm trying to support everybody. Y'all, we need to support everybody. It seems like our community is so fast to attack each other and to make it public. So that's what my show is about today. What would you do? What would you do Wednesday? If you were in a situation where you were supposed to be the headliner, there's somebody else saying they're supposed to be the headliner, what would you do? How would you handle it? Because my thing is, at the end of the day, hell, it's a show's got to be, there's a show. Okay, Rob, okay, sis, there's a show that has to go on. BT, I'm so proud of it. On with Ricky Smiley. Right. It ain't that serious. Right, Triple. It's not that serious. I think she was real upset. That's why she let him know in front of the world. She did. She did. She did, Book. She was. She did. She let him know in front of the world. Comedian L. Hendricks says DL needs to talk to his agent. Right. That's what I feel, bro. I can't be mad at her. But FYI, my boy Josiah Jones hosted that show in Detroit. Okay. I'm with you, Henry. I can't be mad at her because at the end of the day, she did say it's 2022. You know, talk to your people. And that's what she was saying. Talk to your people because she had a contract. Now, this word of mouth, you know, people, y'all, word of mouth, you can't stand on that anymore. In today's society, people will sit there and tell you, yeah, I said it. But you know they'll come back on it. They'll come back on it, or somebody else will present something to them that's better. They get a better proposal. They get a better, and so whatever y'all they a handshake and a word is not bond anymore for a lot of people, and especially in the entertainment business. You better be having some paper. And I think she had the paper and he didn't. True, right, Brian Lynn. Oh, Brian Lynn said, hey triple. I saw the IG by Monique. It's business for her. Right. It's business for her. It is. And I think Monique feels like, I think, you know, a lot of people say that Monique has a chip on her shoulder. I don't really think she has a chip on her shoulder anymore. You know, she's gotten another shot. Like she said, she didn't go nowhere. Hollywood may have been acting funny with her, but she's still been busting her ass doing these shows. She's still been busting her ass. Like she didn't go anywhere. And just because she had issues with people, and y'all, people will do that. If they see that you've been having issues with a lot of people, you have to be mindful that some people will use that as their defense. You know, I saw that guy. That's so sad. At least 4 dead, multiple people injured in shooting at Oklahoma Medical Building. I saw that. It's awful. Like you want to go shopping, you want to go skating, you want to go to the movies, but then it's like you feel like, you know what? The pandemic taught a lot of people to do everything at home. Make you a nice setup, eat out at home, Netflix and chill. Put you up a good movie on the screen at home. Have a couple of people you know and trust at your home. Run to that grocery store. You don't even know what time to go to the grocery store, but try your best to scope out. You have to literally, we're in a society now, we have to scope out our surroundings, find out the exit points, find out hiding places. When you go, be prepared to stop, drop, like with the fire, stop, drop, and roll. Be prepared to stop, drop, and hide. Avoid the situation. Deny access. If you're in a place, find you a place to deny them access. At the end of the day, you can't avoid, you can't deny access. Defend yourself as best you can. Avoid, deny, defend. That's so sad. I saw that guy. But y'all let me know what would you do? And my thing is, at the end of the day, it's not too hard to, you know, figure out. What you do is who has the paperwork. And Monique had the paperwork. And I do feel like some people are more willing to try her. She's getting back, you know, right? 50 Cent, of course, she gives respect to him. Like she said, you got people saying she don't do this, she don't do that. You don't know what people talk about behind closed doors. Because 50 Cent can be very petty. So if he felt like Monique wasn't appreciative enough, we would have known it. So he's giving her a chance to kind of, you know, be back to where she was. Like she said, she never left stand up. So DL, I feel like, was in his feelings because his agent, like Henny said, he needs to talk to his agent. Didn't get it in paper, and just because you know somebody or you know somebody that knows somebody, you could be longtime friends. A handshake and a word isn't what it does anymore, y'all. It's just not what it does. So she had the paperwork. I'm with her on the paperwork. Now, as far as some of the things she said, I would have held back because we can always discuss it in private. But I think what ticked her off is he throws that out there that I'm not performing. If she, he was just, to me, that ego. Sometimes the ego can really, really, really cost you money. Really, really. The ego is something else. We all need an ego. We should have an ego, but control it. Control it. See, hey, Jack Spade. Jack says there's no money to be made with talent alone. Beefs, bicker, and bitching is marketable. Gotta recoup. Hey, no, I think with our people, they're just like that. I think with people in general, I think all people, but especially our people. And it's sad. My thing is, it all comes down to legalities. Who had the paperwork? And she had the paperwork, she had the paperwork. And if you want to bicker because she had the paperwork and you didn't, then you're just making a fool of yourself. Because y'all, I see people go at it and go in. Sometimes the ones who are doing the most bickering and yelling and screaming, you're making a fool of yourself. If she had the paperwork at the end of the day, she had the paperwork. Now, like I said, on a personal level, would I have said some of the things that she said? Maybe not. But I think she said that they do have a history. Jack Spade says, Brian, you over here too, where at least now people won't think we're the same person. Oh, okay. I don't know. Whatever they think, y'all you can leave that wherever, Jack Spade. Hey, Steve. Hey. How you doing, bro? Thanks for checking in. Because see, over here, we're talking about what would you do Wednesday. So I don't know what's going on over there, but or wherever over there is. But we're talking about what would you do Wednesday. Oh, Sugar Daddy says she has a duffel bag full of money on her shoulder. Damn, everybody else. But I don't know, Sugar Daddy, whether everybody's like that. And sometimes it's just you got to be like that if everybody else is. But at the end of the day, if he had the paperwork, I would have been like, she should have fell back. But if she had the paperwork, I don't care how big his face was on the poster. I don't care whose name was first on the ticket. Everything I saw had his name, featuring D.L. Hughley and Monique. And maybe when they initially reached out, they both got a confirmation, whether it be by word of mouth or paper. They both got a confirmation, apparently. So the poster flyer was made. Now, I'm thinking most business people have more than one piece of paperwork. So maybe they got the confirmation. But who sent back the details? Who sent back the detailed contract and who didn't? So it doesn't matter if you're in an opening act. Read your contract and submit it. Of course, they weren't going to deny him. He confirmed. But if he didn't sign the contract agreeing to who's who or what the lineup was, then, and I would feel the same way if it was her. And I understand how she's feeling when it comes to women in the business. She says that she thinks a lot of times, I guess because she's a woman, when you're about to go on stage, do a show that's full of males, maybe they can feel they can just toss you wherever. So my thing is, right is right, wrong is wrong, male or female, legal is legal. Who has the contract? Who returned the contract? What does the contract say? I just felt like taking all that into account, it should have been handled better. And if he knows that he didn't see his contract back, then don't think just because you are D.L. Hughley that you're supposed to tell them if she's the headline, I'm not going on, and then that it is what it is. As a matter of fact, y'all, I don't even know, did he go on? Henny, do you know, did he go on? I don't, to me, I wasn't even, because I'm not into comedy like that. But what I was more interested in was the dispute. How can we as people start to handle things better behind closed doors? It seems like when they did things, it seems like social media, instead of using it for the good that it should be for, is 90% used for the bad. I mean, in the 80s, you heard about this stuff or someone recorded it or something like that. In the 90s, 2000s, and oh my gosh, now with all these different platforms, everything has to keep growing. And it grows because we talk about it. But you can always use something as a teaching tool, a discussion tool. You know, if they come out tomorrow on the platform together and say, hey, I accept my wrong, I accept my wrong, we were wrong, this is not how we're supposed to be handling things. We got younger, up and coming comedians looking at us, younger people in general. We have society looking at us, no matter what their age. If they came out and squashed it right then, guess what? We're still going to talk about it because it's a teachable moment. You know, it's a teachable moment. So can we take teachable moments and not flare it up, but learn from it? Jack Spade says, hey, Books. Hey, Tennessee Michelle. Hey, sis. Tennessee Michelle, welcome to the live. She says, hello to everyone. How can we take these moments and use them as teachable moments instead of using them to further instead of throwing more gas on the fire? Can we use these as teachable moments? Does anybody want to come up and say how they would have handled it? Jack Spade says, well, your headliner is able to use the ticket sales to strengthen other deals. Yes, a headliner can quote the ticket sales when making negotiations with people such as Netflix. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, but at the end of the day, if you didn't submit your contract, like Henny said, I had no problem with her. She did. From what I'm hearing, he didn't. If I'm wrong, let me know. But from what I'm hearing, he didn't. So it's about contracts. So maybe all those perks come with being the headliner. But if he didn't submit his paperwork and do his due diligence, and she did, then it doesn't matter how big he is. You know, it doesn't matter what the headliner, all the perks that being the headliner brings, it does not matter. He didn't do his part, or his people didn't do his part. Tennessee Michelle says, hey, Books, flaws and stuff. Right. Sugar Daddy says, talk to the agent, the secretary, the mailman. She has papers. And that's what I feel about it. Now, I was just curious to know how everybody else feels. Because, you know, we can talk about it and somebody can bring more detail and we can figure out, you know, how we would have handled it. But I don't know. I don't have to figure out how I would have handled it. At the end of the day, as an adult, I think I would have handled this behind closed doors. Now, that being said, when somebody comes out and rips you, you could be 100 years old. You're probably going to come real back. Okay, Sonya, I appreciate you, sis. Sonya, I got to see what's going on. You were in the live this morning, I think, in the Henny show, and I couldn't even see you. Now it's acting real crazy. Yes, ego. Right, Triple, the ego is dangerous. It's so dangerous, and it's dangerous. And you see it every day in all walks of life. You see it with people you work with. You see it within your family. Then you have to come on social media. Social media, to me, was supposed to be that getaway. It was supposed to be that getaway, but, you know, people turn anything into something negative. And it's like negative 90% of the time. And that's sad. YouTube moments never lie. YT is not real life. But it's like people are handling things. Everything has to be public, or everything has to be like, you're not going to show me up. You're not going to do me this way. I'm going to get you back. Right, Tennessee Michelle, it's a business. It shouldn't be so personal. That's what you can be. I can get mad at you and I don't have to personally attack you. And with them being as well known as they are, as big of comedians as they are, actors, actresses, celebrities, goodness, and both of them have gone through a lot. When do you come to the point and say, well, this time I'm going to handle it this way? She can't help the fact that her name is connected to more drama because it happened. But I just think maybe what she said didn't have to go so harsh. But I don't know. Maybe he said something first. I don't have every single detail of I don't know who made the first post, you know, what post was retaliation post, but I know what happened. I know why they were mad at each other. And my thing to y'all is, how can we as a society be better? How can we, well, I was going to put y'all on hold for a second, but I can just put my pick up. How can we be better? It's simple to me. Like, some things are meant to be handled in public. Are they going to still be blow-ups? Yes, there will. There'll still be times. This will happen again. But I'm kind of like Ricky Smiley. It could have been handled better in spite of paperwork. As two adults, as peer comedians, it could have been handled better in spite of the paperwork. She had it. She had it. DL, just take that. That's not a loss. I don't know if he felt like he was taking a loss, but I did see where he was so livid that he threatened not to go on. Because she's also take a woman that's been in doing this for however long, and I'm sure she's felt biases as far as being a woman in comedy. More men are in comedy. So, whether there's a bias there in a certain situation or not, we can't speak for her and say that she hadn't been treated unfairly in situations where she was the woman, the only woman, or maybe one or two, and then everybody else was a male. So maybe she has in her now that, like, I've made it. I'm just as successful as he is. I have every right to be a headliner just like he does. At the end of the day, if she had the paper, she had the paper. So, y'all, thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for coming to this live on this hump day Wednesday. What would you do Wednesday? How would you handle this situation? What would you do? Tit for tat. That's what it is. Hey, Mabel Torres, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Jack says beef and being the victim sells. DL has thrown his figurative Will Smith slap. Yes, he did. Because I just feel like, hey, it's one event. Come on, has this not happened before? I'm sure this happens all the time in their world, in the world of comedy. I'm sure this happens all the time. Like, I just feel like, as well known as they are, as professional as they are, as long as they've been in the business, what, 30, 40 years, 30 years? I mean, get with your folks, get with your agent. I think his agent, I think his people, whoever, like Sugar Daddy once Williams said, his mailman, his secretary, somebody didn't do due diligence. Somebody did not do due diligence. So get with them. Like I said, the only thing I just disliked was, some of the stuff she said on stage, even if it was a heated discussion, even when they got angry. But Monique said she's a comedian, so I guess that's how it's handled. Because she did address Vivica Fox, because Vivica Fox said she side-eyed her, especially when the reaction of the crowd. So Monique was like, hey, the crowd clapped. The crowd was happy. Some of them hollered and cheered. So I'm like, oh my gosh, why we got to put each other against each other? Jack says, boost flaws and stuff. That sounds like a great live stream topic. I know that live stream will get you those last 12 members to reach 1,000. James Money 615. Welcome to the live, bro. How you doing? How you feel about this Monique and DL Hughley situation, bro? How you feeling about that? I'm sure you've heard it, but if you haven't heard it, long story short, both of them apparently wanted to be headliners at a show in Detroit that was put on or hosted by 105.9 FM. DL throughout he wasn't performing if she was going to be the headliner because he's supposed to be the headliner. Monique was like, no, she's supposed to be the headliner and she has the paperwork. Now, how she know that he didn't have the paperwork, I don't know, but apparently he hasn't, because I haven't heard him say anything about the paperwork. He mostly was talking about tickets, whose name is on the ticket, whose name is on the flyer, the poster. And, I'm like, that goes a long way if she didn't have a contract. But she did. So, y'all, it was wild. It was something. It was something. Yeah, it was 105.9 Kiss FM, to be exact. Whew. I heard he said, answer me this. When have you ever seen the headliner at the bottom and mentioned last? Whew. The confusion is with whoever gassed her up. Well, I don't know. That could be a legitimate question. When have you ever seen the headliner at the bottom, mentioned last, at the bottom and mentioned last? See, key word there is mentioned. At the bottom doesn't matter to me because it's still about the contract. And I know in 2022, this June 1st, 2022, I know, I know people on their level ain't out here shucking and dealing without contracts. Jack Jack says the L just needs to take that L and give himself another tattoo for his troubles. I mean, and then only I think it's like being blown out of proportion as far as like not for us talking about it. Like I said, it's a teachable moment, but like the anger. So they have history. Monique did say that they have history. So I guess he's kind of shaded her before, you know. And she said, I guess they were cool at one point. At one time they were cool, but be an adult about something. Learn to walk away. Oh, Kenny Rogers, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. You don't count that money, baby. And see, and that's the end of the day to me. If you got your money that you was due, if you got your money, y'all, I want to play that Kenny Rogers so bad, but I know they'll take my life. But that was true. That was true. When he spoke that, when he sang that song right there, Sugar Daddy One Williams says Jack Spade, right. I mean, yeah, he should just go and take that. I mean, that's not gonna break his bank. Tennessee Michelle, I want to play that so bad because that's all we used to hear. Just run me my money. And that's what Ricky Smiley was saying. Like, he's been in situations where he didn't want to be the headliner. He didn't even want to be the headliner. But when you're on a roster of headliners, what do? He said if he was up first and second or third didn't want to go first, he took his ass and he was first. Sometimes you have reasons that you want to be a headliner. You have reasons that you don't want to go first, second, third, fourth, fifth. What if you got 5 in the lineup? You have reasons that you don't want to, and you just say, hey, who wants to do whatever? That's what he was saying in his video. And if nobody's willing to swap with you, then you just got to do what you got to do. You're still going to get paid. You're going to get paid. So if you decide that, hey, if the headliner says, hey, you know what, let me go second because I don't want to be here till 11 o'clock. On the next show, get them folks in line first, starting with their agent. right, Sugar Daddy. Look, with their agent and their paper. And if your agent don't have paper, then you got a problem with your agent. And you just need to go on and fall in line and do what you do. Boo says, yes, as long as I got my money, I'm good. I know, I'm good. You got a job to do. Aren't you going to be funny regardless? He's doing a lot. What does the paper say? Exactly, Tennessee Michelle. What does the paper say? He's doing a lot. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He is doing a lot. And that's wrong. That is so wrong. I just think it could be he's doing a lot. It could have been handled better. As adults, when are we going to stop letting our egos, whether it's in your day-to-day life with family and friends, whether it's at your job, whether it's on social media, whether you're a celebrity, A-list, B-list, C-list celebrity, when will the egos come out of it? And when will we start to have discussions, better discussions? Right now, it happened. The falling out happened. The incident happened. So use it as a teaching moment. It's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment for us. It's a teachable moment for young comedians. It's a teachable moment for young people in the entertainment business. It's a teachable moment for people in general. Because what this all boils down to, y'all, is I want to go first or I want to go last because it means this. I want to go first because it means this. Didn't we learn this in grammar school? Weren't we taught, even if you weren't taught at home, say you're an only child, weren't you taught at home that you can't lead the line at school, that you can't lead the line all the time? Weren't you, y'all know how we were in school. We was making ourselves work. We was doing stuff that once we got to middle school, holding the teachers, whatever for her, that was corny by the time middle school. But when you're a kindergartner, you're first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade, holding the teachers, drink when we all leave the classroom. That's like one of the high points of your day as a child. And then as soon as you do it, guess what? You got one or two other people. I want to hold her drink today. You did it yesterday. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like we're starting to act like kids with stuff. We've been we've been acting like kids with stuff. And I say we because it may not be something this trivial, but hey, maybe I've acted like a child with something. We all have because we're human. We all fall short. We all fall short. Nah, no going first or second. If your jokes were tight, got last, the next clown or clowns might ride off or your point. Nah, but when you got a headliner, like Ricky Smiley said, when you got a headliner, there's 5 people. All 5 of them are really worthy of being headliners. People bought tickets, so they're coming there to see everybody on the ticket. Of course, the headliner means a lot. It has probably even offer, maybe you get a bigger dress room. Hell, I don't know. You get a better makeup artist. It brings bigger perks if you don't bring your own makeup artist, whatever it brings. If you that comedian, you're that comedian. That's why you do things like the kings of comedy, the queens of comedy. If your jokes are tight, it doesn't matter where you fall. You can fall behind because think about it. We're talking about egos again. You get Cat Williams, you get Mike Epps, you get, oh gosh, Bernie Mac would have shut them all down. May he rest in peace. These comedians, and they all think they can bring the house down. So you may have a lineup of headliners. When I went to the first Kings of Comedy, it was not all of them. It was not one of them who didn't have you laughing. As a matter of fact, if the person that went second, if the first one had the gut busting jokes, and his section was all that, hell, we was glad to get a break if the second one wasn't quite as funny. You're just there for an all around great show. You're there for an all around great show. So like Ricky said, you are who you are. He funny. So whether anybody else thinks he's funny or not, I guess he's seen enough to know that he's funny. So it doesn't matter if it does, first, second, third matters to a degree. That's when you get back with your paperwork. And I'm sure those things are mentioned in that paperwork. And that's why she emphasized that so much. There's more levels. Henny was right. There's levels. There can be 100 levels. Yeah, at the end of the day, if it was one of us on there and we submitted our paperwork, our contract, and he didn't, well, he would have been mad. He would have been mad. He would have just had to have been mad. Just suck it up and go. Usually the best is last. But yes, Boots. But think about it now in this day and age. See, back then, when the Kings of Comedy first started, they weren't just now coming out, but it was still early in their careers. Now you 20 years, 30 years, maybe later, almost 30, you got people who think, oh, no, it's not even just about me being a comedian. It's about who I am. Most comedians are now well known for being more than just a comedian. So back to the EGO. They've done this. They've got radio shows. They're producing certain things. They've brought out more talent. They've helped create new talent. So it's a lot going on. And so sometimes you can get so big till you think you probably don't need a contract. Sometimes some people get so big till they don't think they need a contract. Yes, it's a status thing. The headline is always at the end. Right. And so that's what it was. But my thing is, I've never actually met anyone on here, but if Tennessee Michelle, Sonya, Boots, Jack, Sugar Daddy, if we were all supposed to do a comedy show, and say we all were comedians, and then you get comedian El Hendricks, who's known, we know he's a comedian. Okay. And we've all done little this and that in our areas, and we're trying to come up. Well, wouldn't Henny get that straight off the top? Do you think he would still say, oh, hell, I'm the one that's known. I'm the comedian. So it's automatic. I'm the headliner. Henny is a smart man. I don't think he would just roll with it like that. It's business, right, Sugar Daddy? It's business. I feel like Henny going to be like, you know what? BT, she coming up, she all right. Tennessee Michelle, she doing good, she doing good. But that Sonya's almost Sonya's been on a couple of, you're gonna look at stuff and you're gonna weigh it out. So not one time do I think he would say, I don't need a contract that I'm the headliner, unless it's his brother or something doing the show. And even then, y'all, we know we gotta watch family. I just think some people aren't business minded when they should be business minded. They let their egos guide their decisions. Right, Tennessee Michelle. Right, he have it on paper. People let their egos guide their decisions. And I just wanted to know, how you two felt about it. How some of you guys felt about it. What would you do? Had it been you, what would you have done? And I'm surprised I haven't seen more people talk about it, but I first saw Ricky Smiley talk about it because I watch Ricky a lot. So I saw him talk about it. And so when he talked about it, I went and watched the clip of Monique going in. So that's why I said the only thing that I think that she was wrong about was the way she went in. Y'all, to be honest, to this right now, I don't even know which one was the actual. I don't know who went last. Maybe she did. I guess she did because she doesn't seem to have as bigger attitude about it after the fact. DL seems to still be a little bit more perturbed about it, now that it's over. So I don't know who went last. Did she go last? I let that food go last though, so my stomach won't hurt on myself. See, sugar daddy, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta think about things. Sometimes it's like, even if you know in your heart that we all are supposed to have an ego. I know, like you're all supposed to say, it's just like when you're beautiful, when your parents teach you to be beautiful. If your parents don't teach you to be beautiful, hopefully someone else in your life will teach you. No matter what someone says, you're the most handsome man in the room, in your eyes, and that's all that matters. And best believe you're going to be the most handsome man in somebody else's eyes in that room too. You're the most beautiful woman in the room. As long as you are in your eyes, you are. And whether it could be 1,000 other people in there, I bet you there's going to be at least one other person that thinks that you're both the most beautiful, no matter how many other beautiful women are in there, how many other handsome men are in there. So no matter how many other great comedians are supposed to grace that stage that night, each and every one of them thinks they are the best in their eyes. But there has to be a lineup. There has to be a lineup, y'all. It has to be. Y'all, I'm going to do this. And look, if they boot me, y'all, I'm coming back. If they boot me, I'm coming back. Okay? Y'all let me know. It's not that long, y'all. Is not that long. It is not that long, y'all. If they boot me, let That's that good country. Y'all don't know. Sugar Daddy Won't Williams, you don't know nothing about that good country. So y'all better know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and know when to run. And when you didn't, hey, when you didn't get your paperwork right, know when to just be quiet. Because you start talking trash, then you get Monique going up there showing out doing what she did. Okay, Sonya, that song is the gambler. That it don't just apply to gambling. That applies to like so much, so much. I hope they don't get mad at me. Y'all, these folks be up here doing whole concerts, and some of their lives don't get booted out. I might have to take it out. Hey, Tanya Renee. Hey, sis. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Tanya Renee says, hey, BT. Everyone in the chat. Y'all, please thumbs up the live. Like the live. Support the live. We heard us a little KR, Kenny Rogers, the gambler. Yes, y'all. So my thing is, I hope they get it together. I hope I've heard they've had issues in the past, so it may be a little bit harder for them to get it together than had they not had issues. But I really don't. I hope he doesn't try to continue to continue. It seems like he was going back to that, trying to promote the thought that nobody can work with Monique, or Monique is hard to work with. He's kind of doing that it's my turn thing. Thank you, Tanya Renee. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for thumbing up the live. Thumbing up the live. Y'all, please thumb up the live, share it out if you can. I appreciate everybody for coming in here on this Hump Wednesday. I called it What Would You Do Wednesday because of the situation between Monique and DL Hughley. I feel like we can't criticize people for talking about it. We're talking about it. But what we can do is not throw gas on the fire. So we can use it as a teachable moment, because more young people, more children, more young people, and sadly, adults, 30, 40, 50-year-old adults, we need to get back to trying to handle certain things or some things more privately. It's almost like the first thing they do is run. It's just like when you see something going on in the streets. Some people will record that before calling 911. Or they'll tell somebody else to call 911 because they're recording. They're not helping. They're not, trying to help the situation. They're recording. So we've gotten so far from everything doesn't have to be recorded. Now, sometimes certain things that are going on, yes, they need to be recorded. Some, when there's a situation where someone has been being treated unfairly or being racially profiled or being attacked, if there's two people there, somebody needs to be doing 911 and somebody needs to be recording. Somebody needs to be dialing 911 and someone needs to be recording. But if you're the only person on the scene, you need to be trying to do your best to help call 911 and then record so that your recording can be used. It's just like if you see that somebody needs CPR, you don't record. You yell, call 911, and you get to work. So you yell, call 911, you get to work. You don't record. Everything is like people have to record everything. There, recording things has its place, has a big place, and it needs to happen. But if you're the only one there, call 911 and then record. Call 911, do what you can do to help. If you can't help, record. Yes, Boop, that applies to life. Boop says, hey, Tanya. Yeah, Tanya, we talking about DL Hughley and Monique, girl. They out here into it in these comedic streets. But we hoping they get it straightened out. We hoping they get it right. But it was a lot of awful stuff said. I watched it. I watched a little bit of what Monique said on stage, and I do think that she should have handled that better. I didn't see the whole show, so I honestly don't know which one was the headliner at the end of the day. I do know, I think she was, because she did say that she had her paperwork. She seemed to be more calm about it after the fact. Now, I haven't seen DL after the fact, but I've seen people talk about it, say that he's perturbed, and I saw his words, and I'm like, come on, bro, when we gonna stop fighting each other? Monique has had it hard, whether you feel like it was her fault or not, whether you feel like she brought it on or not. She's kind of getting everything back right. So don't throw that, even if he was pissed off with her, don't throw that stuff about it was Lee Daniels, it was Oprah, it was Tyler. Now it's my turn. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just handle your situation with her and deal with it. Now, of course, he's going to think that, but you don't have to throw that out there. Even when talking to her, he could have told her that. So it's my turn now, Monique. Y'all, come on, get it together. Yes, yes, in these YouTube streets, these comedic streets. We as adults forget kids are listening and watching what we do and say. Exactly, Boo. Exactly. And Monique approached it a little bit from that point when she was talking about it. She said that she's fighting. I mean, and that's okay. Do that. You can fight. She can say, I can understand her advocating for the fair treatment of women in the business, in any business. Let them know that they just can't use and abuse you. I know that. But still, some of what she said wasn't for the young people's ear. I understand her premise. Don't let them use, abuse, and mistreat you. Don't let them feel like they can walk over you. But it was what she said. When Michelle said, when they go low, we go high, I don't think that's true. That's a great concept. And at first it was cute. Everybody said it, but how many people really went by it? It's like in this world, when they go low, we go lower. And sometimes now, hey, I'm no hypocrite. Sometimes that's necessary because sometimes you're dealing with somebody that you can't go high with. Sometimes sometimes you deal with people that when they go low, you can't go high. You got two choices. You completely ignore or you go lower. You've got to when it comes to certain people in the world, because sometimes some people don't know when to stop, and some people don't know when to let up, and some people don't know when enough is enough. So with some people, you have to know that there will be times where when they go low, you can't go high. When they go low, you got to go lower. Then the comedians, like I said, Chris Rock and Will Smith, who's not really a comedian, but has his comedic moments. What's going on in the comedic streets? Comedians, what's going on out here in these comedic streets? Sugar Daddy says comedic streets aren't just littered with confetti. There are some nails and potholes out there too. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes, Tanya, it's like facts. Like, I'm only going to go back and forth so long. When they go low, you go high. If that doesn't work, then sometimes you have to go lower or you just walk away. Whichever one relieves your stress, whichever one is best for you. Because nobody got time to be stressing over mess. Just mess. I hate that it happened. Like I said, I hope that happened. Hey, Rod, thanks, sis. That happened publicly. They've been speaking on it publicly, which that's their right. But before they continue to speak on it, hopefully it just melts away. And if it doesn't melt away and people throw gas on it, hopefully they can have a behind the scenes conversation. Hopefully they can have a behind the scenes conversation. What would be great to me is if they would have a behind the scenes conversation. Nobody has to know about it, but we see them do a show together. That would be good to me, and it would burn some people up, y'all. It would literally piss some people off to see them say, hey, we showed out. I still feel like I was right. You still feel like you was right. It's over and done with. We're humans. We don't have to live with each other every day. See, that's my thing. A lot of times when people don't like you, like, why you got to go back and forth? Y'all don't have to live together. Y'all don't wake up in the same bed. Y'all don't wake up in the same home. At most, you may wake up in the same city. And I don't care if it's a town of 300 people. You can avoid each other. You can avoid each other. Right, but sometimes people take you there, and sometimes you can't go high. So you're gonna have to either. And see, I was fixing to say you're gonna have to go on their level. But see, a lot of times when you got people out there who are just evil like that, you can't really go on their level. You have to go lower because that's the only thing that seems to rattle them. If you go on their level, it's gonna be a back and forth forever and a day. So you got to go a little bit lower, and then if they still that ignorant to what's going on, you got to walk away. Now, some people, like Kenny said, they can just walk away off the bat. Because again, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. Because some deals are just done. Some deals are just done. They're just done. People sure will take you there. Right, right, sugar daddy, just make it work. Right, Rock. People will take you there in life. Everybody was saying when Michelle said, when they go low, we go high. That was cute. And in actuality, that's the way it should be. And if you're a person of dignity, you will. But sometimes you gotta let some people know. Because some people just won't let you let it go. So you gotta walk away or you gotta go lower than them. And hopefully that's hopefully that's not the, but I don't know. I was about to say hopefully it didn't happen that way, but it seems like that's becoming the standard. People want you bickering back and forth on their level, or they want you to go lower. But then when you go lower, guess what? Who becomes the victim? Usually the aggressor becomes the victim. When the true victim decides to go lower, the aggressor becomes the victim. Yes, they do, Boots. They need to talk to each other. They need to talk um, to each other. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I would say that there needs to be somebody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need mediators. There needs to be a mediator because when you have big egos, when you have one side that I'm sure is still going to think they were right, another side that's going to still think he was right. Sometimes you have to have a mediator, and it has to be a true mediator. It can't be a messy mediator. Okay. It can't be an Eminem. It can't be a messy mediator because nothing will be mediated. You can have, because you can have the best mediator in the world and things just don't work out. And if that's the case, you go your way, you go your way, you go left, you go right, you go up, you go down, whatever. You don't have to interact with each other. And see, that's what I feel like when they start making these public statements. Of course, some things you need to make a public statement. Sometimes public statements have to be made or need to be made. But once you've made that public statement, let it go. And if the other party wants to continue to go on and on and on about it, guess what? They'll get tired. Just like people will get tired of hearing about it, they'll get tired of talking about it. Hey, Vicky McCowan's Corner. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live, sis. I appreciate you for coming in. I do. I saw you out there fishing this morning. Vicky and the kids were out there fishing. It looked pleasant out there, Vicky. Book says, hey, Vicky. Rock says, welcome, Vicky. Yes, y'all. When you know when to walk away. Just know when to walk away. Know when to walk away. Know when something's not getting anywhere. Like I said, you don't sleep with these people. You don't live in the same house with these people. At most, you may live in the same community or the same city. Well, guess what? You don't have to. You may even go to the same church, but you don't have to interact with these people. If that particular person takes you there, then you just don't interact with them. And if they want to continue, yeah, it's like Michelle said, when they go low, you go high. But for some people, you can't go high. You have to, you don't even get level. You don't even get to their level. You got to go lower to let them know. Or there's a second option. You could just walk away. Just let them keep on talking, being the person that they are, because that's just the person that they are. People will get tired of it, and eventually they should get tired of it. If they don't, then they need to talk to somebody. Y'all, as y'all know, this is June 1st, and summer, I think June 20th or June 21st is officially summer. So we're still officially spring. May was Mental Health Awareness Month. I hope any and everybody found something on YT, that made them feel better about themselves, that made them, want to uplift themselves. Yeah, sometimes we are going through things and we don't even know it. We know it, but we don't take time to deal with it. So sometimes we are going through things and we didn't even take the time to deal with it, with what we're going through. So I hope if you are that person, I hope that you saw something during the month of May or any day. May is just a designated month for mental health awareness. I hope that you see something on social media out of all the bad that we see. I hope that you see something that makes you feel better about yourself, that makes you um, feel like that something that makes you, some people feel like the world is just crashing in around them. So I hope you feel you saw something or you see something that makes you feel better about yourself, better about your circumstances, better about your any situations you may be in, better about the world in general. And that's why it was so sad for me to see that happened. I think it was Saturday. I'm like, it's some mental health awareness. More people need mental health treatment than is known. And a lot of times they'll say, "Ain't nothing wrong with me. I mean, I know, I get you, I got you. When somebody come at me, I'm rah 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 too. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm wrong with me." And a lot of times it's not. It's not anything wrong with you. But you have geniuses who have mental health. Sometimes just take a step back and see is whatever it is worth it. You know, some stuff you can brush it off, some stuff you can let it go. And so when I saw Ricky Smiley's video, I agree with him. I agree with him. It could have been handled so much better. They're still going to get their bag. They're still going to get whatever money. And see, that's my thing. That's what lets me know that there has to be several different contracts or something, because I would think all of that would be in a contract. So for them to both be on flyers, there had to be a confirmation. I would hope a contract confirming, and then I guess personal contracts as far as what the money is, what the bag is, and a lineup. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe you don't get the lineup until you're there. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you don't get the lineup until you're there. But however that went, however it happens, Monique has some paperwork, and she has been stressing and emphasizing that. So just looking in the news, looking on YT, looking at videos, trying to figure out some teachable moments. Because like I said, I'm not the type to want to. You have some people that want to throw gas on the fire, and you're gonna have some people who are gonna come out hardcore pro Monique. You got some people that are gonna come out hardcore pro DL. Y'all, she did make a joke about his name though. Oh my god. I was like, Monique. Y'all, I think what it is with Monique is when she first came out, she was all cute and funny. And people just didn't know. And then DL threw the thing out there about, now I said I wasn't going to talk about the nasty things they said, because I'm not, but it was just funny when she said something about his name, DL. And then it was funny when I caught him say something about the role she played in Precious must be like kind of real life her. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now those were funny, and I feel like those could have been lighthearted and kept. I feel like they would have got through that, but she went further and he went further, so they took it there. I've learned it ain't worth it. Just walk away. True, Rod. Just walk away. Just walk away, because some people feed off of that. They feed off of it. Sugar Daddy says several contracts from headliners to security. And somebody was missing. Somebody was missing that, one of the most important ones. Yep, they were missing one of the most important ones. So what have y'all seen? What have y'all seen in the news? Social media, what have y'all seen that's crazy? I think there was who was it? Was it James that talked about the shooting at the Oklahoma medical facility? What is going on? Oh, okay. What is going on with, it's like once I don't know. So people say copycats. I don't know if it's copycat. I do think like some people, if something happens, they get a little bit more courage to do their wrong. But who kills babies? Who shoots up a school? Who shoots up a medical facility? Who shoots up a grocery store? Like, come on. And they don't, all of a sudden, people who weren't into talking about mental health are now focusing more on the mental health, because they don't really want to focus on these weapons. They don't want to focus on the bigger issues of weapons, because they don't want to step on certain people's feet, certain people's toes and feet when it comes to weapons. Anytime they have a discussion on guns, I'm going to say this: I've never heard any discussion say we're going to change we're going to change the Second Amendment and tell you that you do not have the right to bear arms. When it comes to weapons being on these streets and in these streets, there needs to be changes. There needs to be legislation that changes. There needs to be laws. There needs to be something done. Nobody's telling you can't keep your arsenal at home. And everybody tends to lead off with that. You have so many cities in so many states now who are making this permitless carry. And y'all talking about how many guns are on the streets and how people are so quick to use their guns. But then you're sitting here, you're making these permitless carry laws. And what's happened about, and a mass shooting is 4 more. So since those children, those babies were killed, there's been about 4 more. This one today, Oklahoma, was talked about more than the other 2 or 3 because it was at an Oklahoma medical facility. Nothing's logical or sane anymore, right, Sugar Daddy? Nothing's logical or sane. Boots says, as long as I got my money, I wouldn't care who's first. I know that's right, Boots. I wouldn't care who's first. I wouldn't care who's last. And I don't care. Once you get on a certain status when you're a celebrity, who cares? Like I said, what if it had been, okay, it was those 2. Those were the 2 big names. What if Mike Epps had been a part of the act? Cat Williams. Cat Williams hadn't been doing anything in a long time, but he is still Cat Williams. Mike Epps been doing a lot of stand-up lately. Not really movies or shows or whatever, but he still is Mike Epps. And whether half the crowd thinks one is funnier or the other, they all think that they're the best in their eyes. And they are at the end of the day, whether you like Cat over Mike or Mike over DL, at the end of the day, they all are big time entertainers. They all are A-list, I guess, what you would call it. So, as long as I get my money, I don't care. I could be first, second, third, fourth, fifth on that stage as long as I get my money. And as long as my money is right. Don't undercut me. As long as my money is right and as long as I get it, I don't care. But yeah, it's like so much stuff is going on, and so many people deal with depression or they deal with other personality disorders. And yes, there does need to be better treatment across the board, but I'm so tired of certain members in this society overlooking the fact that United States has more mass shootings than any other country, far more. And we're supposed to be the most civilized country. They're overlooking that because of personal beliefs. And it's funny how the ones who don't want their gun rights taken, are the same ones who are willing to take a woman's rights. Always distractions. Yes, Boop. Yes. Rock says, I'm with Boots. As long as I'm making money, it doesn't matter. Right, Rock, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm making money and the money is what I feel is sufficient, and your people are supposed to be on top of that as well because you pay them well enough to be on top of that. When you start making enough money that you can pay people, then those well-paid people need to be on top of what they're getting you into. Now, at the end of the day, yes, it's your decision. But if you have people working for you who aren't giving you the best options available, then maybe you need to rehire some people, get you some new people. Yeah, I don't know. So many people are facing depression, but I advocate for mental illness all the time. But what I don't advocate for is for mental illness being used as an excuse. Because some of the smartest people in the world have mental illness. Geniuses have mental illness. God rest his soul. Robin Williams had mental illness, and that meant he was a smart man. A lot of people probably don't know that or don't think that he was a smart man. Einstein. So as I say, as a professor always told me, we all walk a thin line between sanity and insanity. And it can be the slightest thing to push you over the line. Just like when you're in a relationship, a man or a woman may have cheated on you for 5, 10 years. But one day he may just come in and say something that just really pissed you off, or mention something about your child or something about your mother. And you just might be like, you know what? I'm out. Because you've been on that fine line with him or her for a long time. So the smallest thing is what just pushed you over and you're out. Well, same thing with sanity and insanity. People have to try to walk that fine line. And then that doesn't mean that they aren't some of the most educated academically, some of the most educated naturally. Some people, y'all seen people, some people are just naturally smart. Like they've never been to college. They've never, and I'm not talking about just like common sense, because you have a lot of people who don't have common sense, but they're smart as a whip. Academics, they can tell you all types of theorems and equal all kinds of stuff. But you have some people, be they academically smart or not, they just have so much natural born sense. Like it just comes to them. And I'm not even talking about common sense. I'm talking about something that comes even easier than common sense. Do y'all know those some people just have something that's like common sense? You still kind of learn common sense as you're going through life. Okay, if you go just like a child, you can take a kindergartner to school every day at 8 o'clock in the morning for a week. And then the next week, you take him to that same place and it's at night. Well, it just took one trip for that little 5-year-old to have common sense and say, hey, I went here a lot of times when it was daytime and now it's night. What's wrong? What's going on, Mom? Common sense, you even kind of you rationalize and you put things together. But some people have a just natural born, God-given sense. Yes, sugar daddy, it's instincts. It's instincts, but then it's also just like it's just knowledge though. Not even just instincts, it's like knowledge. They just and maybe it's because of their experiences, because like I said, common sense, well, that was experience. You take the child to school 5 days a week in this day, you didn't take them that time that night, his instincts kick in. It's not daytime, it's night. I've been coming here in the daytime. Common sense. Common sense lets them know it's time to get up and go to school. Common sense also lets them know why we're going so late today. Sometimes common sense, if they don't go Monday, kids just learn. That's just an easy example I'm trying to use. But then sometimes some people, you have like, say, when babies are born, and we say nowadays that these babies born now, they damn near born talking full sentences. It's just a natural born. Like, to me, each generation seems to be more developed mentally. Not that past generations weren't, not that our generation or our parents' generation weren't. It just seems like it's escalated. It's just like it's just smarter and smarter and smarter. And even as babes, they just seem to just have this natural thing going on. It's just, and I think, that's all God. I also feel like people, we're doing something right. Some of these little kids, they come out, we back in the day, we used to talk about how fast they were lifting their head or how much they were trying to sit up, how early they were trying to do this. Some of them may be holding their bottles. Well, that may have happened like around 2 months, maybe, I guess. I can't. And we thought that was quick, that they were actually literally just like not just, kind of keeping it in place, but like holding it, taking it out. That's happening for some people like in a month. So, within a month. So it just seems like it's quicker. It's quicker now. Awareness. Yes, sugar daddy. Awareness. Perfect. That's it. Tanya says, VT, this was an awesome live. I had a long day today. I'm about to charge this phone up, then lay it down. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed night. I will stay tuned in to the next live. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Get you some rest. Girl, I know you work hard. This has been a long day. I know the feeling. Get you some rest. And thanks for coming to my live. Thank you for always supporting. Book says, blessings, Tanya. Good night and blessings, Tanya. Yes, y'all. It's I thank all of y'all for always supporting. I thank everybody who shared me out. Book, thank you so much for sharing me out. It wouldn't let you, you did it again. I appreciate that so much. I just wanted to come on here. Y'all know my channel is mostly about lives and shorts. Like somebody said, what's your channel about? I'm kind of like Frank G. Where is Frank G anyway? Where you at, Frank? I'm mad at you. I hadn't seen you. I think he was in my last live. But I'm like, Frank, like, why does it have to be about? It's good. It's good to have your channel be focused or centered around certain issues or like vlogging, cooking, hair. and all that. Cause like, hey, be like Rock, be multi-talented. Y'all know you got some people who are a jack of all trades, but professional at none. Well, Rock is a jack of all trades, and she great at all of them. So it's good to have some variety, you know, and to especially be good at it and have it be interesting and eye catching, and just just draws you to their channel. But then you got people like me, like I don't have time. Like I be doing so much, so when I do sit down and do a live, I just want to kick and chill, like talk about something positive. Like I say, peace, positivity, and prosperity. Talk about people prospering, talk about positivity, talk about peace. Or like today, discuss what's going on in the news, talk about teachable moments, talk about what somebody did, not so much really criticize them, but maybe where they may have done a little bit wrong or could have done it a little bit better, or what we would have done. Because my thing is, it's always easy to say what somebody else should have, could have, would have done. So I always try to look at it from and I do that. I say what they should have done, could have done, would have done, maybe need to have done. But I also look at it as like I try to talk about it as what would I have done. So y'all know that what would Jesus do that started years and years ago. That was something that it's been reworded and reworked, and it's a legitimate question. But sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what would we do? Or what should someone else have done? You can't tell people what to do, but we can. Let's talk about it. Like you said, have teachable moments. So I don't really have anything my channel is about. It's about lives. It's about lives. It's about us getting together, communicating, having topics, discussions. And it's about my shorts. Y'all know I love shorts. I go to the store and I'm like, well, hell, I'm here. I might as well do a few shorts. You can exercise. I don't do as many exercise shorts, but I do love to exercise. Yeah, exercising gets your endorphins going. When you're feeling down, that's another thing too. When you're feeling down or you're depressed, exercise. Even if you're not the person that likes to exercise, go outside and walk. Take a few deep breaths in. I wish I was that way when I was like in my teens and 20s, even early 30s, like just didn't get so agitated so easily. My patience are very, very short. I've become a lot better. But that's why I say I can't really judge people. I wish they had handled it behind closed doors. But y'all, sometimes when a person makes you pop off, you just pop off. Sometimes you just don't have the patience. And then don't even think about, oh my gosh, especially if you're having a bad day. Sometimes it's just like, okay, that's it. I'm tired. You just snap. You just go off. Patience truly is a virtue. It really is. Boots says, you're welcome. I truly enjoyed this live. I appreciate you, Boots. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming to the live, sis. And like you said, I'm glad you did catch the live. And I'm going to go through here and catch somebody. Everybody that's in this chat, please support everybody else that's in this chat. Let's support each other. Go and check everybody out. Check out Sugar Daddy One, Tanya Renee, Boots, Rock Just Living, Tennessee Michelle, Sonia, comedian El Hendricks, Family Mackie, Cool Gamer, Vicky McCowan's Corner. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. It was not intentional. But hey, if I miss somebody, that just means more people came through the live, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. Jack Spade came through the live. Brian Lynn came through. I appreciate all you guys for coming through, for contributing to the live, for making the live a success. Without you, without me, it couldn't be a success. So we all have to take credit for it, and we all need to support each other. We all got to take care of each other. It's rough out here in the streets, period, regardless which streets you're on. It's rough in the streets. The YT streets, the social media streets, the comedic streets. Y'all, it's rough. I'm a Virgo, short patience too. Yep. And you know what? The thing I like about Virgos is they claim what they are. As a Leo, I claim what I am. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Leos, we can be stuck in our ways sometimes, and we feel like things gotta go our way. We gotta have it this way. We like what we like. We want what we want. But as I've gotten older and become an older Leo, trying to be more a better Leo. And I could tell you, I didn't have no patience. I did not have patience, and they're very short now, but I'm better. So that's all we can do in life, y'all, is strive to be better. Strive to be better. Sugar Daddy says, I'm a Virgo, short patience too. VT, always fun, sis. Always fun, bro. Always fun. I appreciate you guys. Again, I love you all. Thank you for coming into my live, helping to make it a success. You made it a success. I made it a success. Peace, positivity, prosperity. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Take it back. It's yours for the taking. It's yours for the keeping. It's yours. It belongs to you. So I'll see you guys on the next live. I'm about to go and check out some of your channels. Like I said, Vicky went fishing today. Y'all check her out. Boots, vlogs, and stuff. Y'all check out Boots. She does the best vlogs. The best. I love Boots' channel. And it's just, I like channels where they're just like your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It's just personal. You don't feel like they're acting or they're trying to live up to what their channel says. You know, if I'm looking for vlogging, I'll check out some vlogging channels, but I like channels that have just an all around, just do whatever. That's why I say I can't really tell you what niche I have. I do lives. I enjoy lives and I do shorts, any shorts, all kinds of shorts. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boots says, everybody have a blessed rest of the week. You too, Boots, flaws, and stuff. Appreciate you, sis. We'll be checking you out in a few minutes. Y'all grab up everybody, check out everybody, support everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your hump day. Enjoy the rest of this Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. With no Friday. Is the eve of the weekend. So tomorrow is the eve of the weekend. So y'all have a great Thursday, great rest of your week. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you on the next live. I hope and pray that you all can join the next live. And I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.